All right, media to the stars. Come on. How's it going? Come on.
You can check the link. You can check the link tree. I've done it now. It looks better.
I'm going on it. I'm going on it. It's the Beatles. I know the Beatles. I can recognise them from a mile off.
Yeah, well, I changed it. Unfortunately, well, I thought I'd change it to like what the podcast
Okay.
actually is.
Do. What do you think? What's your take on it so far? What's your update on how it's going?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I tried today to do some editing of audio from Friday, and it's going pretty well. It's very easy to use the app actually.
And how do you want to make it? Like, what are you looking to improve?
Um, I mean, the only thing is audio quality because there's quite a lot of like wind and aircraft going above on Friday. So, and also rain if that ever happens. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. But maybe I can get like something to like put the audio into and then like reduce the background noise. But I don't know.
So that's the technical side.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of generally, let's say like all together. Uh, what do you, where do you want to take it now? So you've started.
Uh,
What's coming up for media to the stars? Courtney Kardashian, you're following. Oh yeah.
yeah. No, I just went on to the like when you make an account, it just gives you the people that they think that Instagram thinks you should follow. So I just picked like part of media, just follow people that are important and influential. Yeah.
Are you going to make it focused on you at all? Like get your self into it?
I mean, my plan was, but it's now changed, was to do Legacy Football League, and that would be like audio, and that would be like mainly Friday and a few other things, but that would be it. And this technically could be like Legacy Football League as well, but I was thinking to separate it. So like YouMeUs Agency would be like video and audio, and then Legacy Football League would just be audio. But since you're saying to keep this meeting internal, my plan's sort of changing, but not really sure.
We could talk about the league. So whatever you would want to talk about, we can talk
Yeah.
about it just in a way that's going to be um, probably not even just better suited to what you want. Um, um, but yeah, good and better overall for you, me, and us, basically.
Yeah.
Because then if you have to go about, because what it's always better to shoot to edit. So if you
Mm.
can capture I mean, the ideal situation is always to capture what is then going to go out. So to
Mm.
record what you were going to publish, because everything always ends up being published. That's
Mm.
the end stage. So if you can record it in a way that is already ready to go out how it is meant to go out,
Yeah.
then that's super efficient. So
Mm.
inefficient recording and content production that takes time is one where you record so much and then you force yourself into a position where you have to edit it to get it ready.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So you record so much and then it has to be edited to get to here. Whereas if you record knowing what's going to go out, then that's much more efficient and then you could save a lot more time and just be much more ruthlessly efficient in your production.
Mm.
Um, there you go. That's a soundbite. You could take that, put that
Yeah.
immediately to the stars.
Yeah.
um, yeah, let's give them. Oh bloody hell! It's 10 past. I'm going to send them a message now.
Mm.
They should be here. They're late. If they don't come in 5 minutes, which is already way too late, then let's do what you need to do.
Okay.
Let's do our debrief anyway in a couple of minutes, and then we'll do media to the stars. Are you seeing my TikToks?
Um, I have, yeah, yeah. It comes up on my following now, so that's sort of a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. But yeah, no, they're pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I've, I'm trying, but slowly. Like,
Why is that bad thing? It's
I'm,
blessing your feed.
yeah,
Oh, That's good stuff. It's good
You
stuff.
call yourself a Dark Lord. Like that's the first thing people, and then they're like they're already like they're either put off or they like it. You know, it's quite a statement for
That's
your
what
bio.
you got to go into your niche, innit? You can't be appealing to all bases because then you just be dilute. You got to go. I am the Dark Lord. I'm here to blow your minds. Content trainer, content creator, manager, and trainer.
Mm. Right, but now I see what we've got. I think a towel over your head. I'm just like,
That's a bucket hat. That is a bucket hat. Man.
okay,
People know as soon as they come on, they know.
they
Oh,
know.
this is for me. I'll stay. This ain't for me. I'm gone.
Yeah, okay, that's fair
That's
enough.
what you got. You got to be efficient with your time. That's what I said. If this is being recorded, that's what I said in my last video. You got to give people what they want immediately, and so that's why I put it out there. I am the Dark Lord of content creation. This is good. I like it how we shift. We shift into something valuable. I think this is going to be a media to the stars occasion.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's what I mean to say. I mean, obviously, there's things that we want to keep internal, but it seems that the majority of the stuff that we say and do can just be like released. Like, for instance, the Wednesday things, if they are coaching, for instance, this week, if Bob comes, I'm just thinking, why not set up some cameras and a microphone? Like, it's just like we're there, so we could capture audio and video if we wanted to.
I literally just had a meeting about this right now.
Mm.
Bob Mama G, my Bob Mama G, my uncle.
Mm.
Um, he said we need to be filming more. We need to be doing more quantity, not just quality. I've been a quality man. I've been the Dark Lord of quality. But he says my over focusing on quality has obstructed the quantity because I always needed to be past a certain level.
Mm.
Um,
Well, I can be your quantity guy, and you can be quality, and then
there
we're
you
all,
go. There
you
you
know.
go. Like
That's what I could. That's what I could do on my TikTok for media to the stars. I could say, "I'm here for quantity. If you want quality, over to this guy. Yeah, I'll link you, and then we're
like
done."
cheese and onion
Yeah, exactly.
working partnership. But yeah, that is about quantity. I mean, quality and quantity is the ideal Goldilocks golden, but that's obviously harder to attain. But if he said, yeah, if we can choose quality or quantity, go for quantity and just keep the thing ticking over. Literally just had a meeting about it.
Okay.
It's very prescient, good knowledge. In fact, when you come on Wednesday,
Yeah.
be honest.
That's what I'm saying. Should I come early and me and you could set up like a few cameras and microphones? Like, I don't think it has to be like microphones and earpieces. Like, it can be less like intrusive. And obviously, because I know how you said it changes the atmosphere, but literally, if it's there, like on the table, and we're all sat around it, or even if it's like not like perfectly positioned, then it's like we're just doing our normal thing that we do, which is to
100%. I mean, if there could be like a permanent, unobtrusive camera setup in this office where you just hit go and it's recorded, then that's the ideal. That's
yeah.
the ideal space. So that's a great idea. But yeah, come early. I mean, there's no. This is your.
Yeah, it's just so that if you need help or it's good to set it up obviously before 6, but some people are late, so it depends. But if I can get there earlier than 6, then I'll be there and I can help you with the setup if you want.
Yeah. Near to the stars.
Hello and welcome. Should be
Yay.
good. Yay, cool.
Who's the stars? Is it me with my messy beard?
Yes, this will be a recurring character. He's called Aaron Knowles. He does have a beard and he does wear a lanyard, but I'm the host.
I'm a Dark Lord of content. This is my Dark Lord beard. And
You can find him on TikTok as a Dark Lord apparently. Don't know whether he's a Sith or a Jedi, but whatever.
it's a
Not
bit
my
villainy.
favorite.
I do look quite villainy. It's
Yeah.
not menacing. Um, but yeah, media to the stars. Charles, yeah. What, over to you, mate.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you want to tell us about what we've just had, our Zoom meeting? What was it all about, and what you took away from it?
Yeah, so we just had our debrief. YouMeUs.tv debrief for our Legacy Football League commission. So YouMeUs.tv is a digital agency based in London, and we do commissions. So we do commission work. We produce content for clients. One of our clients is the Legacy Football League, which is the best grassroots football league in East London, and we're based on the London community, London Marathon community pitch, which is right next to the London Stadium. So really amazing spot. We make content that is nurturing grassroots football, and we had our YouMeUs.tv debrief just now, and it was good. Members of the team there sharing what worked at our last shoot on Friday, and improvements and suggestions about what to bring into the next shoot next week, because we have a day off this week. And it's good. It is a useful form of communication. So Tony Robbins said that the quality of your life is the quality of your communication, which is very pertinent to me, because my communication historically has not been the best. It's been very good recently. Well, it's been much better recently than it used to be. So it's been something I'm working on. So what I realized is, from a media to the stars, media point of view, when we have that debrief space, it is literally a space for the team to come in, feel comfortable, and then put forward their ideas, put forward their feedback, and then you take it, I take it, we mix it up into something that's like, all right, that's cool. Turn it into a solution. If there's a problem, we turn it into a solution. If there's an idea, we come forward with an idea that gets incorporated into the plan, and then we take that into the next shoot. Now, imagine if that space wasn't there. This is something that I've failed at previously, and sometimes still now, which is if I don't create that space for that communication, then these problems just persist because they don't get called out. There's not a space for them to be brought forward. And the successes don't get fully celebrated. So then people can be like, oh, what, I'm not being recognized, or that thing that worked really well is not being recognized. And so it just kind of feels a bit flat, and we just kind of move through without having a nice exchange. So that's what that conversation is. That's what the debrief and the pre-production meeting is about. And that's what we just had for the Legacy Football League. And it's nice. It's nice to have a conversation as well. So it facilitates loads of things. It's social, it's productive, it's challenging and uncomfortable when we say, oh, I don't think that worked very well. So it's a very valuable space, a space that I have undervalued, but have remembered is valuable. And if it's valuable, I'm attracted to it. And so I was attracted to it today. So that's what we did today, or just now. We literally just came off that call. Legacy Football League, YouMeUs.tv debrief for the Legacy Football League. And it's a space for meaningful, productive, and effective communication, which is an essential for any team, but especially media team. Yes, thank you.
So, would you say, how would you describe how Zoom has transformed your ability to communicate, and also your ability to share ideas and transform a media agency such as ourselves?
Well, it's amazing because you got to think, imagine COVID-19, imagine the pandemic without Zoom and Microsoft Teams. Like, what would that experience have looked like? Like, you got to think these are channels of communication. Like, I'm in your room now, you're in my studio, and we're exchanging ideas. Like, we're having a good time, we're having a laugh, we're sharing ideas, we're creating content that's good for you, good for me, good for us. That should be like a thing, like a you, us. And that is powerful. Like, imagine if we weren't having this conversation right now. You wouldn't have a piece of content, I wouldn't be saying interesting, valuable things. Zoom has enabled that to happen. And it's better than a phone call because I can see your face and you can see my face. And so it's a little bit more continuity with being in the same room. But then you've got to think, it is better being in the same room, but that requires more resources. Like, it requires more time, requires more money for travel, more energy for travel. We can just jump on a Zoom here and just be directly connected. It's not as good as being in the room, like I said, but it's better than nothing. So it's valuable. It's better than the phone. because I can see you. So there is a massive utility to Zoom, and it's increased my productivity, it's increased my communication, it's increased my social relationships. Like, it's good to be speaking to you now over Zoom. And so I can recognize the benefits of the platform. And so grateful to Zoom for creating this. Yeah, it's just been a massive benefit, a massive avenue for productivity and connection. Like, it's literally a connection because I'm connected to you now, and it's a connection because we're connected right now over the internet, right? So yeah, I love Zoom, man. I love it. It's so good. Yeah, I think that answered the question. Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, I think it did. So what does it feel like having a day off of something that's recurring that, happens every week? What does it feel like to have that time back, I guess, or that space back that you normally have to commit time to or resources to?
I suppose I can't really ever have the time or the space back. I suppose I always have this. I've always got the space and the time.
Yeah.
It's just what I choose to do with myself in that time. So it's more, I'm not going to be there. So what am I going to do? How am I going to spend that time? Because I can never not do anything. But I am interested in having. God, I look like a mess. I've said some good things, but I look like I'm just looking at myself again. A note to the viewer, to the media, to the stars. I usually have quite a good fade cut, and my beard is nicer. This is not the best light, but so be it. We just get it done. No excuses. But yeah, what was I saying? On Friday, it's good. I'm looking forward to it. I've organised to go see my friend on Friday. So Friday night is premium time. A lot of people are out and about. So I've made sure that I'm going to be out and about and utilising that time for social relationships, because I spend a lot of time in the office, in the studio, working, not necessarily being the most productive. But if I'm there all the time, I'm not investing that time into other things like off work social relationships. So this weekend, committing myself fully to that. That's what I want to be focusing on, and that's what I'm doing on Friday. So I'm excited that there's no league on Friday, and I'm excited that the league is going to be back next Friday.
Cool. So what would you say is the best part about working at YouMeUs or a media agency, for example?
The best part is when we are all together making great content, and you're enjoying it, I'm enjoying it, we're enjoying it, and we're making something that is valuable. So when we are all in sync and everyone is getting what they want at the same time, you, me, us, mutually benefiting, win, 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 that's when I'm happy. I'm happy when everyone's in flow. And we were like that at the GLA when we made the film for the Mayor of London. Shout out, Charles has made a film for the Mayor of London. At the fashion show. And there's been a few other times, like the league on Friday, another time. When we've been in the office or in the studio, getting some stuff done, the residential. I like it when everyone's together. And yeah, in flow. So the whole thing about YouMeUs is that we do it together. And I love those moments. Those are my favorite moments, because we're producing really good product and we're also spending good time with each other. So it's like, and that's great.
So I think it's time for the end, which ends with a call.
A call?
A call from you. Okay, that didn't work, but format of how we end it. But yes, thanks to my guest, Aaron Knowles. This has been Media to the Stars, and thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye.